Hey guys, it's your boy John coming at you with another video. Raiders lose 27-24 against the Houston Texans. It was a good game, guys. It was a hard fought game. I'm not gonna take anything away from my team on this one. I mean, they did what they could with the talent they have. Texans just came out on top. They lucked out. They got the refs, throwing flags on us that were total fucking bullshit. Like roughing the passer was fucking complete nonsense. The fucking callback for the what was it, buff play? I forgot what the fuck they called, where basically one of our receivers ran into one of theirs. It's funny how when that happens to us, when it's the fucking Chiefs doing it to us and literally tackling one of our fucking players to the ground, doesn't get called. As a matter of fact, we get called for it. But when another team gets it done to them from us, supposedly, yeah, fuck us, right? I honestly hate how biased these fucking refs are. Like, straight up, I fucking hate them. But you know what? At the end of the day, I kind of agree with John Gruden. You can't throw a flag on it because it's not going to make a fucking difference. These fucking guys are so arrogant that they think that they're always going to be right. Fucking refs, man. I'm a little pissed off about the whole circumstances around the pass interference reversal. I think it was set up to fail. I honestly think it was set up to fail. Otherwise, the NFL would have stepped in a long time ago and told these refs to, stop fucking every other team out of a fucking game just because you don't want to admit that your dumbass got the call wrong. Moving on. There's a couple other fucking things that went wrong. Yeah, the Waller callback for that 40-yard fucking play. Total bullshit. Total fucking bullshit. Yeah, so we had 100 yards given away in this game off the bat because of all the penalties that the Raiders committed. Not gonna say all of them were iffy. There were a few in there that were just bonehead decisions. The offense itself was very well executed by everybody on this team. Like, the offense was very well executed. We just didn't catch a break. Like, straight up, we did not catch a break towards the end there. Like, a lot of the fucking bullshit penalties that happened, they just came at crucial times, man. And that just something that you can't let happen. It's just something that you got to work on. And you can't play mistake-free football in the NFL nowadays, because even if you don't fucking do anything wrong, they'll still call you for some shit. That's been proven time and time again. The refs will still call you for some shit even if you play a perfect game. It doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, it's what they want. It's what they care. It's what they see. It's what they think happened. And it's starting to show that this game is starting to fucking deteriorate because of it. Right off the bat, Derek Carr kind of threw a couple air balls out there, man. I honestly, it seems like that's a reoccurring theme for him. Just throw a ball out at the beginning, and then he gets on a roll. I'm starting to notice that because this one, he went like almost 0 for 5 in his first 5 attempts, and it was very frustrating because the way he was throwing it wasn't like it was close. They were like way off, and then he just got in this groove and shit started clicking. It looked like this team was just firing on all cylinders, man, and marching down the field and doing their thing. I've noticed in the beginning of games, he just is not on point. It's been like that pretty much since the beginning of the season. Like, he'll make a few horrible throws, and then he just gets in a rhythm and he starts tearing people up. But this game, it took a lot longer. It took way longer. It showed in the stats. This time, it actually showed in the stats. Honestly, the stat numbers, they sometimes are misleading, but this time they didn't lie, man. It was 18-30, 285 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 18 of 30. Not a really good, completion ratio on that one, in my opinion. But 285 yards and 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. It's weird. It's like he played a good game, but the mess ups were way more noticeable in this one in the beginning. And then solid game, and I just wish it would have, been more consistent from the get-go. Now, I don't really like the way we went about towards the end of the game. Fourth quarter, defense kind of fell apart. We were able to stop them pretty much most of the game. The defense actually played very well. I'm not going to say they didn't. They did. But in the fourth quarter, when it mattered, they fell apart. I'm sorry, they did. Our secondary couldn't, cover as good as they should, and our pass rush just couldn't get to this motherfucker. I mean, like, Sean Watson's a beast. He is. He's a damn good quarterback, and I'm not gonna take that away from him. But they're just the lack of pressure on him on some of these plays were just ridiculous. I'll tell you what, Darren Waller. He struggled in this game, but he still made an impact. Like, they were double teaming him. They were fucking game planning for him for sure. But it took away from other things, And then finally, when we did get him the ball, he made it count, got us a touchdown, a nice little rollout, and he just snuck out from a block and caught the ball, got the right angle, and got into the end zone. Derek Carr actually delivered it pretty nice, leading him into the end zone. So that was cool. But he should have had a better day. Just a couple of those catches that he got his hands on. And honestly, he's very consistent, so I'm not going to say anything negative about it. But you got to ring in those catches once you get your hands on the ball. So besides that, he had a stellar fucking performance again. I mean, ain't got nothing but love for that guy. He's representing, he's turning his life around, and he's showing up for this team. Mad respect for him. Now, DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard took a couple of the snaps away from Jacobs in this game, which was okay. Jacobs still got a good bulk of the load, though. So it wasn't like we took him out of the game plan. We used Jacobs very well today. I mean, I think he had 15 carries for, 66 yards? I mean, he made his touches count. You could see him running with authority still, even though he's got a banged up shoulder, man, and he's running with authority, just banging off of guys and making it, making that extra effort to get that extra yard. And dude's playing hard. He's playing real hard, And I honestly think this kid is going to be the best back that we've ever drafted. And I know that's a tall order because Bo Jackson was, and is a fucking legend. But Josh Jacobs, he's in his first year, and I think he's just going to get better and better and more durable. And I think the more he spends his time in the league, the greater he's going to get. And I'm excited about it. Again, Tyrell Williams balled the fuck out today. Way to show up for this team. I think that he got screwed over on a couple of these fucking plays that I was watching, and there was one where he got fucking held like a motherfucker, and they didn't call it. Of course they didn't call it, because it's happening to us, so why would they fucking call it? And then he caught the ball still, even though he got held, and then he just couldn't hang on to it. So, it sucks that it wasn't called when it should have been, but at the same time, he had the ball in his hands. He needs to pull it in. He needs to fucking hold on to it. So you can't give the refs a chance to fuck us, because they will take that fucking shot and they will hit a bullseye on it, because they don't give a fuck about us, man. They don't fucking give a shit. I mean, honestly, our offense played decent, guys. It did. Our offense did a lot of good things out there. But we could have played better. I'm not going to say there wasn't any room for improvement, because there was. There was a couple plays where I thought that, you know, we just got to execute better. And it just shows in the tape. Like, if you watch it, you see that there were just a few things that we left out there, and they can improve. There's a couple good things that I got from this game. The route running was beautiful, guys. The routes created in this game were very fucking well executed by our players' part. Tyrell Williams, there was this one play, very fucking, you know, nice. He just basically ran a route where he cut inside, made the defender believe he was going inside, then he cut back out and was wide open. Just wide open. Caught the ball and basically jogged into the end zone. Man, Tyrell Williams fucking balled out. 3 receptions for 91 yards and a touchdown. Good showing for a comeback game. That was nice, man. That was nice. Hunter Renfrow finally shows up. 4 receptions, 88 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown, man. Damn, that was nice. Broke 2 tackles and just took the fuck off. Way to show up on that one. And, you know, it was a good showing, guys. I'm not saying that our defense was the only problem here, because our offense did do a couple missteps. But for the most part, our offense played very well. Just not well enough when it counted. We should have fucking gone for it on 4th down towards the end there. I just knew our defense just couldn't make that stop. And in my opinion, guys, you got to go for broke, man. When it's 4th quarter and it's under 5 minutes, you got to go for broke. You got to go and get that motherfucking 1st down. Hey, it is what it is. The Raiders did pretty much almost everything they could to win this game. But they just need to execute better on certain things like catching the ball. They got to catch the ball, guys. There's a couple passes there where they had their hands on the ball and they let it go. They got to work on late game pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him down, making sure he goes down. And, you know, penalties, of course. I'm not, because although a lot of those penalties, I believe, in my opinion, were total bullshit, there were a lot actually, bonehead decisions. I mean, it was 10 penalties, guys. At least, in my opinion, 5 of them were bullshit and 5 of them were just us shooting ourselves in the foot. So, just got to clean that up. What I've seen for the last, 6 weeks of games and, footage and everything, what I've seen is a team that is actually, improving from week to week, but just doesn't have all the pieces yet. And maybe we don't know what those pieces are. Maybe we make a trade and we get, a main component for this offense or a main component for this defense. But there are things missing. There are just certain things missing that aren't there to make the, to make that surge, that impact that'll change the game. So, whatever happens, happens. But this team needs to improve in a lot of areas. But they're still getting better. They're still getting there, and we're a young team. So I truly believe that we're going to be a lot better next year. This year, I think we're just finding our footing, man. See what happens. Shout out to Mayoa, 5 sacks on the season. Pretty good. Shout out to Max Crosby. This dude putting in work. What a fucking rookie, man. That was a find. Just making play after play. Good job. Shout out to that rookie cornerback that we started today. Almost got a pick six, man. If that, dude, it was, this game was really a game of what ifs. Like, if we would have just made certain plays or were in certain areas at the right time, the outcome would have been so different. We're this close, guys. It's a game of inches, guys. This whole thing is a game of inches, and we're still like centimeters away from getting there. And you could see it in the game. There was just so many times that you could look at this game and say, if they would have just made that, interception right there, if they would have just grabbed him by his hand when he was, turning and dragged him down to the floor for that sack, if we would have just, blocked that hole right there, clogged it up, and he wouldn't have made that run. Or if he would have just caught the ball on that throw, or if he would have just seen that wide open receiver. There's just these little things that you pick up on if you watch the film on this game or any game this season. We're almost there. We are inching our way into contendership, and we're slowly but surely becoming a better team. I just hope that we get there this season. I do. But if we don't, it's going to be a fun ride, guys. I'm going to enjoy every game this year, and it shows. Like this, usually I'll be grinding after a loss, but this game, honestly, only thing that pissed me off was the refs. That was it. The Texans played a hell of a game. Raiders played a hell of a game. And I'm not going to take anything away from either team. They played their game. They did a fucking damn good job, and it was an entertaining game. I enjoyed it. I don't like losing. I thought that, that I did get pissed, but at the same time, I'm happy that I see a team with effort. I'm happy that I see a team trying to win. We're getting there, little by little. Just not quite there yet. Raiders need to step up in this next one. Got the Lions at home. It's the last season in Oakland, guys. Let's win out the rest of our games in Oakland, please. Please. All right, guys. That's going to do it. Like, comment, subscribe. RIP Willie Brown. We love you, man. All right, guys. That's going to do it. Go Raiders.